Yes, good morning. Welcome to the masterclass organized by Win Corporate Training. Today's masterclass is on the XLOOKUP function. XLOOKUP is a powerful search tool allowing you to find particular values from a range of cells. It pulls the data from the different kinds of data set in Excel. It is available only with the Excel version Office 365 introduced only in Excel 2020. It eliminates a lot of limitations of the VLOOKUP function, and it is a perfect replacement for VLOOKUP, match, index, HLOOKUP, and lookup function. It is one answer or one function which will replace all these functions. To work with XLOOKUP, one should have the prior knowledge of working with VLOOKUP, match index, and HLOOKUP. Only they can understand how beneficial the XLOOKUP is. Okay, let me start with the first example on the XLOOKUP. In the first example, so I am explaining how to use XLOOKUP like a VLOOKUP. So for example, I have my first data set. So that is my master table, which contains employee ID, employee name, and department related details. Based on the employee ID, I want to search for the employee name and also the department. So employee ID, and based on employee ID, I want to search for employee name and department. So let me use now XLOOKUP. Let me give our first example. So you type XLOOKUP. The first parameter in the XLOOKUP is like a VLOOKUP, the lookup value. In the current example, the lookup value is employee ID. Then we should select the lookup array. What will be the lookup array? Lookup array will be the group of cells from the column which contains your lookup value. In this example, I have to select the range of cells from the employee ID column. Then, like VLOOKUP, you have to freeze the cell reference, lookup array reference. Then the last parameter is return array. What is return array? Return array is that group of cells which contains the value which you are looking for. In this example, I have it, my return array will be the group of cells from the employee name column. After selecting the group of cells, you need to freeze the return array reference. And then close the bracket, enter. And you can see here, for the employee ID 8299, name is Bhavana. So employee ID 8299, name is Bhavana. Then copy the formula to all the cells using the shortcut key Ctrl+T. Similarly, we can also try to find out the department using the we can search for the department based on the XLOOKUP, based on the lookup value. In this example, my lookup value will be employee ID. Then my lookup array will be the group of cells where my employee IDs are found. And freeze the group of cells. Then select the group of cells. Select the group of cells, so which contains the department related details. That will be your return array. Freeze it, close it. So based on the employee ID, so I am able to get the department names. So this is an example for how to use an XLOOKUP like a normal VLOOKUP function. Now let me move on with the second example. In the second example, so we are using an XLOOKUP like a match and index function. So here the requirement is based on the abbreviation, country abbreviation, we need to get the country name. Here we cannot use VLOOKUP. So instead of VLOOKUP, we are supposed to use the combination of match and index. Before using them, you should understand what is match, what is index, how to use them in a right combination. You need to use two functions. Instead of that, we can directly use only one function. Now the example what I am demonstrating is how to use XLOOKUP function like match and index function. Instead of using two functions, we can use only one function. So for example, I'll just say XLOOKUP, then my lookup value. In this example, my lookup value will be country's abbreviation. Lookup array. Lookup array, you select all the cells, group of cells from the abbreviation column and freeze the cell reference. And for return array, you select the group of cells where your country name is found. So instead of using two separate functions with only one function XLOOKUP, I will be able to get the value country name based on the country abbreviation. So then copy the formula to all the cells. So this is the second example for how to use an XLOOKUP function to replace match and index function. Now we will move on with our third example for my reference purpose. So I have created a sheet, say a dedicated sheet called master data sheet. In this master data, I have given couple of master data sets which we will be referring in our future examples. Okay, so let me move on to the next example. So in the next example, we are learning how to use an XLOOKUP to replace VLOOKUP with isNA or ifNA function. In VLOOKUP, whenever you use VLOOKUP, if the value is not found in the master table, your VLOOKUP function will return an error. NA error. Using VLOOKUP alone, we will not be able to use we cannot handle that NA error. With VLOOKUP, we have to make use of other function like if NA function or isNA function or if error function. Combination we need to use. So with XLOOKUP, we can replace this combination with only one function, that is XLOOKUP. So in XLOOKUP, we have a parameter called if the required value is not found. In the XLOOKUP function itself, we can provide a customized message. This message will be printed whenever the formula returns an NA value. In the place of NA value, the message will be written. So for example, so right now I have an employee ID is there. So what I will do, so I will use XLOOKUP. So then I'm just selecting my lookup value. So my lookup array is in the master data. So I'm just going to my master data sheet and I'm just selecting my lookup array value. Let me freeze it, comma. Then you need to select the return array reference, which is nothing but your employee name. So select all the return array reference and again you freeze it. Then we should go with the provide the value for the if not found parameter. So here I will mention a customized message like employee ID not found. So now let me copy my formula to all the cells. You can just make out like in the employee ID 5100 is not found in that 5100 is not found in my master data. It is not there. So if you have used without the statement, it could have raised error for you. So instead of that, so I have replaced that with a message. So this is an example for if not found option. So you can see this example. This is without if not found option. So here I have provided with the if not found value for the if not found option. So how you have found the employee name? Similarly, you can find even search for the department. So with VLOOKUP, we have to use VLOOKUP with combination with other functions. But with XLOOKUP, with a single function only, we can handle both the scenarios, like searching for the specific value. And if at all your VLOOKUP function returns any NA error, when the value is not found, it returns an NA error. That also can be handled by using a single XLOOKUP function. So it's pretty good, right? Yes, hope you have followed this. Then we are moving on. We are moving on with the last example. In the last example, so in the XLOOKUP, I have two important parameters are there. XLOOKUP with the search mode and match mode. So using this search mode and match mode, basically what we can do, so we can go for approximate match or approximate match searching. Hope we know, like in VLOOKUP, we have two types of searching mode is there: exact match, approximate match. In this example, I am giving a demo on how to go for approximate matching method of searching the data. For example, right now I have a income here. Let me first show you my master data. So this is the income range and this is the tax rate for each income. This is the tax rate for each income. So basically here what we are doing based on the income. So I need to get the tax rate and I need to do the calculation. So what I will do, so let me go with XLOOKUP. So I'm giving a demo now. What will be my lookup value? My lookup value will be income. Income amount is my lookup value. Lookup array. So lookup array, yes, I am going back to my master data. My lookup array will be, you select the group of cells from the max income column and freeze the cell reference. Then you select the return array. So return array will be your tax rate value. That is your return array. So return array will be your tax rate value. So you can specify the tax rate and freeze the cell reference. Not found value, you give 0. And search mode you give 1. 1 in VLOOKUP stands for exact match. Exact match or the next, if that matching value is not found, it will go for the next larger item. And the last parameter we are search mode. Search mode indicates that whether you want to search for the value first to last or last to first. Okay, I'll give search mode as first to last. That will be 1. Close the bracket and press enter. So you can see this amount 46,523 falls under the category of 24%. 24% tax rate. Then copy the formula to all the cells. And then calculate the tax amount. Tax amount is a manual formula. Normal formula you put, find the tax rate. Okay, so the detailed explanation is given over here. I have demonstrated 4 examples for the XLOOKUP. Hope you have understood all the example. Thank you.